Mr. Barrington, it's Michelle from House. How you going?
Oh, hi Michelle, how are you?
I'm
We
good,
were just talking about that house and
Okay, alright.
um,
So you've had a chat to your wife and also the kids. They're
Yes.
included in it?
she had a good look at all the photos that you've got on the internet there, and kids love the look of the pool
Okay.
and the deck and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that's great.
Very pleased with the house.
Okay. So how are you going with everything else? How are you going with your current offer on your property?
Yeah, look, it's looking pretty good. Our buyers have their finances come through, so I think it's pretty much unconditional now. So we're looking at settlement. It's about probably another 10 days,
Wow.
and we're out. Yeah.
That's quick. Okay. And so you mentioned that you were going to speak to the bank about some additional finance.
We did our finance after we looked at the house the other day, and so we did our application, and I was really hoping I'd hear back by now, but I still haven't heard from the bank.
Okay, well, it's not necessarily a problem. If you're interested in putting an offer on a property, you can still do a finance clause.
Sure.
That can still happen. We could maybe do a 21-day finance. The banks are taking a little bit longer now to do finance, so
Yeah.
it's not really that much of an offer.
We're hoping to have finance approved, so we sort of know how much we can spend. But that sounds something we could work with.
Yeah, so you said that your property's ready to settle in 10 days. Have you got
Yeah.
somewhere to stay?
Yeah, we've got some friends who've we can stay at their house for about 2 or 3 weeks if we need to.
Oh, great. All right, that's a bit of a worry if you wouldn't been able to. So it sounds like you really like the house.
We do. It's got a lot of the things we're looking for.
Yep. So what do you think? Can you see yourself living there?
I think so.
Yeah.
I
And
think so.
would you be ready to look at making an offer, do you think?
Oh, I think we would like to make an offer.
Okay. So you and your wife chatted about a price?
We have, and because we've got to get finance, and we're a little bit sort of not sure, so we're thinking of making an offer of $725.
Okay. Certainly a really great place to start. And be very happy to sort of get that underway for you. So if we were to make an offer, get it all on paper, is probably the preferred way, but I can certainly call the owner and run it all past them. So what are you thinking? Maybe we do the 21 days like we've talked about.
Yeah, we'd like
for
to
finance.
Yeah, definitely want to do a building inspection.
Yep, so we could do that in a 7-day time frame.
Yeah,
that's no
fine.
problem.
That's what we did on ours.
And then maybe looking at a longer offer just to keep in with the finance, like they are taking a little bit longer.
Sure.
Maybe say 40 days.
Yeah, probably to be safe that would be okay, but because the bank's had our paperwork now for 2 weeks.
Yep.
A week, I mean, and we'd like, if possible, if it all comes through quickly, we'd like to sort of get in there as soon as we can.
Yeah, look, that shouldn't be a problem. If everything goes through quicker than normal, we should be able to bring settlement forward. I'm sure that the owners will be fine with that. So you'd like me to put that offer forward to the owners?
Yes, please do.
All right, lovely. All right, well, I'll give them a call and call you back shortly. Mr. Barrington, it's Michelle. We're just calling you back about your offer on.
Oh, wonderful! Yes. How did it go? Good news, I hope.
Well, unfortunately, your offer's just that little bit too low.
Really?
Yeah, so the owners have rejected your offer.
Oh, okay.
They're hoping to get something a little bit closer to the 750 mark.
750?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to come down.
Well, they've listed their house at 750. It's only fairly new on the market, so they're hoping to get something closer to there. So just want to have a chat to you about if you can increase your offer.
Oh, I don't know. I still haven't heard back from the bank.
Okay.
So we really don't know, even 725 if we're stuck there.
Okay.
What are you thinking we should do?
Well, look, if you can just come up a little bit and we can see it just a little bit closer to that 750 mark.
Look, I've got a boat I'm selling at the moment, and we should clear about 10,000 on that.
Okay.
Maybe, but so with that in mind, I've got a buyer who's going to give me basically 7.
Yep.
So I pretty confidently say, look, I'll go to 732,
Okay.
but I'm still sort of waiting on the bank.
Alrighty.
Because that's pretty important.
Okay. Well, that's certainly a bit of movement there. So if you want to give me a little bit of time, I'll go to the owners and I'll come back to you with that.
Okay, thank you.
Alrighty. Thanks.
Go.
Okay. Mr. Strick, it's Michelle from House. How are you?
Oh, hello Michelle, how are you?
Good, thanks.
Hope you've got some good news for me this time.
I have got some good news for you this
okay.
time. So, we've actually got 2 offers on your home.
2 offers, oh,
yeah,
well done.
Yeah. So the second offer's come in a little bit higher.
Oh, excellent, that's what I was hoping for.
So they've come in at 740.
740.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still a little bit low.
It's still a good offer. Unfortunately, this one is a little bit longer settlement period. They're wanting a 70-day settlement.
70?
Yeah, I got them down from
No.
90. I've shortened it.
Yeah, well, is it like a cash offer or?
No, it's the same conditions. It's finance, building and pest. A little bit longer in the finance, so this one's a 30-day finance clause.
Oh, so we wouldn't know anything really for a month?
Oh, well, at least a month in that longer period of time for
And
settlement.
they're 740.
They're 740. Yeah.
Right. So those other guys still around?
Yeah. The first offers, I've actually been able to get them to increase their offer.
Okay, they're the ones who want like a 40-day settlement total.
Yeah. That's that nice family.
Oh yeah, we do like
we
those.
talked about
people.
that family. So that first offer, Mr. Barrington has come up to 732.
732. Okay, yeah, it's still a bit low.
Yeah.
We're retired. This is our livelihood.
Yeah. So he's given his conditions are a little bit better than the others. 21-day finance, 7-day building and pest, and they've got a shorter settlement time of 40 days, which they might be able to bring a little bit closer, depending on
Yeah.
their bank.
Pity it's not a little bit higher. We do like that family, and but we'd really like to try and get a lot closer to 750.
So, you think that if I could get them around that 740 mark, that might be?
Yeah, well, no, we'd like closer to 750 if we can.
Okay. All right. So, I guess I'd just like to bring you back to when we first met.
Yep.
And we talked about the original appraisal price.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember we sort of thought they could probably fit in that 730 to 740 mark?
Sure.
Okay, so these guys are coming in around that mark. So both of them are fairly close to where I thought your property would sit.
Okay.
And while the second offer's coming in, longer settlement period, probably not something that you'd be interested in, seeing as you want to move on quickly.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that offer though?
So we've got 732.
Yes.
Or like settled in just over a month.
Yes.
With a nice family, or we've got 740 in 2 months, 3 months.
Yes.
Oh no, we don't really like that.
Okay. So would you prefer to go and work with the first buyer and?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right.
Can you get them to come up some more?
Look, I think they're stretched at 732. They're still waiting on their finance, so we might be able to get them a little bit more depending on what the bank comes back and says. But I'll give it a go, and
Okay.
I'll come back to you and let you know.
Right. Well, hopefully it'll be over 740.
Okay. All right. Let me see how I can go.
Thank you, Michelle.
Alrighty. Bye.
Did we miss something? So this is now buyer second offer chance.
Okay.
Go.
Mr. Barrington, it's Michelle.
Oh, hello, Michelle.
Hey, how you going?
Hope you've got some great news for me.
Well, kind of got some good news for you,
Okay.
but kind of not
They've
really.
accepted
good news.
my 732?
Not Really?
Oh, okay.
So the Stricks have been in a bit of a fortunate position where
Really?
they've got another offer come in.
Okay.
And their offer is a little bit higher than your offer. So, but the good news for you is that they actually like your little family more. So
that's a good one.
it is good news. So they've asked me if I can come back to you and see if your offer can be increased.
Okay. Well, we've got some good news. We've got the bank finally got back to us,
Yeah.
and that's said we can borrow a bit more than we originally thought.
Yep, that is good news.
So our borrowing capacity is a bit higher. My boats, I've got the cash for my boats.
That's good news.
I'm able to go up to 739, and because my finance is approved, I'll take that finance clause out. So, just the inspections and a 30-day settlement.
Okay. All right. Well, that's definitely a good offer, but unfortunately, it's not quite as good as the other offer.
Right.
Are you able to get up into the 740s at all?
I don't know. Just don't know. Can you tell me what the other offer is?
Unfortunately, I can't tell you what the other offer is.
But is it less? It's less than 750, I'm assuming.
Oh, yes, they haven't come up to the 750.
Yeah, because we've done a bit of research and we think what we've offered is pretty fair.
Yeah.
And we really like the house. I could probably only go to 740.
Okay.
But I would have to put the finance clause back in because I have to go back to the bank and ask again
Yeah.
because we've sort of already agreed on a price. So, but I shouldn't need too long to get that through.
Okay, so you'd want me to put an offer through to them at 740?
Yep.
What, a 10-day finance clause, do you think?
Yeah, I think that should be enough.
Yep. 7 days building and finance, building and pest, sorry.
Yep.
And what, a 30-day settlement?
Yeah, absolutely 30 days. We're living at our friend's house now and we're about over that.
Okay.
Another month is about all we can handle.
Okay. All right. Well, leave that with me and I'll go back to the owners and let you know how we go.
Excellent. Hopefully this time we'll get it. Is it enough, do you think?
Well, look, I mean, that's not my decision. I'll just have to go to the owners and see how we go.
Okay, thanks for
All
sharing.
right, thanks. Happy with that?
And we're going. Mr. Strick gets his house sold time.
Mr. Strick, it's Michelle from House. How you going?
Hey Michelle, really good.
Good, good. Just giving you a bit of an update with both your buyers.
Okay, yes.
Okay. So your second buyers, they're still, their situation hasn't changed.
Okay.
That's the 740 offer
Yep.
with the 70-day settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so their situation's still as is, so they've not been able to do anything more. And the Barringtons, they've come back with an increased offer as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so they've come up. They've also come up to the 740 mark.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I did try and get them a little bit higher.
Mm-hmm.
Getting them closer to that 745.
That would be great.
Yeah, but unfortunately they weren't able to get up any further than that. They did get finance approval.
Yes.
So I got them from, they came up to 739. So with 739 they were going to have no finance clause
Sure.
and 30-day settlement was what, what their terms were.
Sounds good.
But if you want that 740, they've got to have a 10-day finance clause in there.
Okay.
A 7-day building and pest and a 30-day settlement. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I do like the idea. So 740. So they definitely won't come up any higher.
No, they're absolutely stretched to capacity. They're really concerned that if they go any further, then they won't be able to get the house. That's it. They're finished. That's their final offer at 740.
So 740s. It sounds like it's a fair price.
Yeah.
All right, I think we'd like to go with that.
Okay, so you're happy with the young family?
Yeah, we do like them. We think they'll fit the house really well.
Yep. Okay. Well, sounds like you've sold your house, Mr. Strick.
It does, doesn't it?
Alrighty. Well,
so,
let's.
Just what are the terms again?
Okay, so 740 sale price.
Yep.
10 days for finance,
Okay.
7 days for building and pest,
Yep.
and a 30-day settlement.
Okay. Did they want the fridge?
Right, okay, so there's no other inclusions in there. They said the dishwasher
Where are you
obviously
going?
Mr. Strick gets his house sold time.
Mr. Strick, it's Michelle from House. How you going?
Hey, Michelle. Really good.
Good, good. Just giving you a bit of an update with both your buyers.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So your second buyers, they're still, their situation hasn't changed.
Okay.
That's the 740 offer
Yep.
with the 70-day settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so their situation's still as is, so they've not been able to do anything more. And the Barringtons, they've come back with an increased offer as well.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so they've come up. They've also come up to the 740 mark.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I did try and get them a little bit higher,
Mhm.
getting them closer to that 745.
That would be great.
Yeah, but unfortunately they weren't able to get up any further than that. They did get finance approval,
Yes.
so I got them from, they came up to 739. So with 739 they were going to have no finance clause
Sure.
and 30-day settlement was what,
Oh, okay,
what their
yeah.
terms were.
Sounds good.
But if you want that 740, they've got to have a 10-day finance clause in there.
Okay.
A 7-day building and pest and a 30-day settlement. So how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I do like the idea. So 740. So they definitely won't come up any higher.
No, they're absolutely stretched to capacity. They're really concerned that if they go any further, then they won't be able to get the house. That's it. They're finished. That's their final offer at
So
740.
740s. It sounds like it's a fair price.
Yeah.
All right, I think we'd like to go with that.
Okay. So you're happy with the young family?
Yeah, we do like them. We think they'll fit the house really well.
Yep. Okay. Well, it sounds like you've sold your house, Mr. Strick.
It does, doesn't it?
Alrighty. Well,
So,
let's.
what are the terms again?
Okay. So 740 sale price.
Yep.
10 days for finance.
Okay.
7 days for building and pest.
Yep.
And a 30-day settlement.
Okay. Did they want the fridge?
Right, okay, so there's no other inclusions in there. They said the dishwasher obviously no other included chattels or excluded fixtures.
Oh, why do they have the fridge?
Oh look, if you really want them to have the fridge, I'll go back and I'll let them know that the fridge is included.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, they can have the fridge. We don't want anything extra for it. It's
Okay,
just don't want to have to move it.
alright, not a problem at all. I'll go back and let them know that they're the successful buyers.
Excellent. Thank you.
No worries.
All right.
Okay.
What happens next?
Okay, so we'll get the contract done.
Yep.
And I'll come back to you and we'll get that all signed off.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks.